Hello, everyone, and welcome to Venom's editor cut. Because I'm not technically the director. So, anyway, let's get this underway. Um, it was directed by Megalodon 302. He came to me with the idea of. Well, he came to me the idea of this machinima involving a character named Venom who goes in and kills a person and has the name Venom written on the wall, which obviously I just can't do because I'm not skilled enough yet in film. But um, I wrote the script for it, and we came up with a fairly good idea. But due to my lack of patience of editing, I ended up, I believe I got rid of one scene, which involved Edward Civvy and his wife talking about the elections, which basically Edward Civvy was a guy running for a presidential figure, kind of. And there was this other guy, the employer, actually, who was the guy running against him, actually. But the rules with this planet is that when an election is running, if the other person dies of some natural cause, the um, the other guy being nominated will get the spot. But obviously, he wanted to turn into a dictator once he got that power. Keep in mind, it's not a president; it's like a president. Um, I added in the character Lucius because obviously Wolf of Voice Box is an awesome voice actor, along with Corey Brooks, who is the employer. Those two had a pretty awesome scene together when we did this. Um, I actually body acted and did all of this scene on my own. Because Mega directed the main fighting sequence, and I did the rest. Um, uh, the the choices we had for making this in a certain style. Mega didn't want this machinima to be brutal. I was thinking, this is about an assassin named Venom. It has to be brutal. It's just it makes sense that way. It has to have that kind of feel, which I disagree with Venom's choice of music and the ending of his version, but that's what he wanted. It's a collab. I'm not gonna mess with that. And I added in the character Poison because I feel like Venom doing this all on his own, he's not gonna have a lot of lines because he has no one to talk to, and he's just killing a person. That seems very easy and generic. So I took the role of Poison and I made this annoying, well, yeah, this annoying and annoyed character who Venom doesn't really like. He doesn't like him either. But they have to work with each other to survive. And as I mentioned before in the video, they needed this contract to survive because they turned down too many. Venom doesn't like to kill people, but he was trained in that art. But he kind of, when he gets to the end, he has to develop. He has to become something he doesn't want to be. He has to. He has to murder these people so he can survive and poison. And it really is tragic. This isn't really a natural evil, to be honest. This is a forced evil that Venom has to put in his own mind. for him to actually accomplish this task. And right here, you should see this is my favorite fighting scene. Just because the effects, the voice actors were awesome. I love the guards. I should have put them before the rest of the other guys, voice actors, because they said a lot more than they're used to, and I didn't keep that much in. But I think just with them saying this little stuff, they managed to make the machinima feel living, if you know what I mean. It made it feel like it's actually happening. And okay, so you should see here in this scene, this is where Venom is having that moral crisis, like he's questioning whether he should do this or not. And it really is a good story once you analyze it. But at first glance, you wouldn't be able to see this. But that's much like reading a book. You're not gonna see something this first time that you're gonna see the second time. It's just how that works. And unfortunately, I only got to use one HUD element in this mission, and that was just during that computer scene. I'm wanting to use those more often because I feel like they can influence the story a bit more. Oh yeah, interesting story about the contract here, Edward. He actually wears the colors green and yellow, but because the map we use is surrounded by green screens, so his colors changed. This was pretty interesting. Obviously, because I didn't direct this part, and I couldn't just go in with a bunch of other body actors and redo this. I ended up keeping it, but I also thought it looks pretty interesting for the most part. The only part I find a little disappointing was Jane, Edward's wife, has the same problem, but you'll see that in Mega's version. She has a light blue, which is kind of greenish, which will look like a slightly different colored blue, and it's the main problem. My overall concern at this part was it felt a little fast. It was a little. This part I felt was a little rushed. But what can you do? I feel like that the next machinima that comes around, if we end up actually making a sequel or a prequel of Venom, which chances aren't very likely at this point in time, but if we do, we're gonna expand the story a lot more and just develop the characters a lot more. And yeah, I don't know what else I can tell you other than the voice actors in this were amazing. Wolf of Voice Foxes, Carl G. Brooks, Sit Down, Reclaimer 908, Jack H. F. He said those lines out of the blue. I think Mega asked him to do those. Enrique, he was good. I think, yeah, Spoda Girl, she was good too. I'm missing someone. I know I am. Brandon Tran, yes, he was really good. The only problem with the guards is, if the scene was longer, I wish I could have added more lines into the machinima. And if you didn't notice, I did call this building a piece of crap, and I was the one who forged this entire map. So that's my little pun in the machinima that you probably just now understand. What else can I tell you? I don't think there's much else to say. Um, if this gets good, if the machinima gets good feedback, we might do a sequel. If not, no guarantees. I'm still going to be making the Sangili Council as planned. Thank you for watching.